The views and opinions expressed on this podcast, including discussions on news, politics, and current events, are solely those of the host and guests and are based on personal thoughts, experiences, and opinions. Nothing stated should be considered factual unless independently verified by the listener. This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only and does not provide financial, legal, medical, political, or life advice. Any actions discussed are what we would do personally, not recommendations for others. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research and consult qualified professionals before making any decisions. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Impel Forward podcast. I am your host, Leon. Today we have, I don't know, she's not a new guest. She was on here 2 years ago.
Yeah. She was.
Yeah, 2 years ago. It's been that long.
Yeah.
I got my co-host, Renee, on the other end.
Hello.
And we are here at the Skrimp Shack. Yes, you heard it right. I said Skrimp Shack with Mavis Peaks.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Nothing. It's great. It's great to be here in the midst of my girl Renee and Leon.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Right.
Coming back for an update.
Update.
Yeah.
See, she's still hanging in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can see she's still hanging in there. Tell the people who you are and how you got started. Well, first, you still do have.
I feel
She's kind of a serial entrepreneur. How did you get started in this restaurant business?
It's called Restaurant Entrepreneur.
Okay, too. Gotcha.
I'm Mavis Peaks. I've been doing this thing for over 20 years now. Super excited still. Wake up every day excited about my brand and my craft. And taking on an endeavor of Skrimp Shack was I don't even know. I'm still asking myself every time I get up and walk into Skrimp Shack, like, how did I get locked up into Skrimp Shack?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Chaz came down here. Let me tell you the story. Came down here, remodeled the whole Skrimp Shack, and then we got acquainted as far as talking about Skrimp Shack and the vision that he had for Skrimp Shack.
Mm-hmm.
And we would ask a couple of questions and whatnot. And he had a team here prior to. So, of course, one of my salons is next door. So I would come over here and buy food for the clients. And I would go back and open the box. I was like, this is not Skrimp Shack.
Mm-hmm.
I called one day. I said, Mr. Chaz, if you don't get down here, your business is going to be going out of business. I said, because the presentation of food, the customer service is not on point. He was like, for real? I said, yes. So he arranged, he came down here and we sat and talked and what have you. And he said, well, how would you like franchise Skrimp Shack? I was like, me, I am a hairstylist. He was like, I think you would do great on running this franchise. And I was like, no, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So after a couple of days of thinking about it, I said, why not? Let me give it a try. And that's how I got into it.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, pull your mic over.
So let me ask you this.
No, pull it all the way in.
So it came from a kind of a complaint of the presentation of the food
There you go.
to actually being in ownership of the restaurant.
Correct.
From hair to Skrimp.
Skrimp. Yes, correct.
Wow. Now, when he talked about franchising this business, right? How did that come about? I know, immediately, like tomorrow, it's like, let's go to the bank and I'll buy it. What did you do first? Did you kind of test it out? Did you shadow? How did you I know there's steps to this. So what happened then?
Oh my God. I didn't follow all of the steps. I didn't follow all of the steps. I said, give me 100 days. Let me try it out. And I'll get back with you after those 100 days.
Mm-hmm.
I said, anything that I take on, if I can't give you 110%, I'm not going to be a part of it. And I was in this Skrimp Shack, taking on this was an endeavor for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to be sure of myself and confidence in myself that I can maintain running a restaurant as well as balancing my my clientele. So that was a challenge within itself. So I just started strategizing and researching and reading, taking classes and whatnot as far as being a restaurant entrepreneur. understand how it goes as far as, understanding food costs, labor costs. I wanted to understand the whole dynamics before I had my husband sign on the dotted line saying, hey, this is a journey, and I need for you to put up the money because I want this franchise.
Yeah.
He wasn't too keen in the beginning.
I was gonna say, what was his reaction when you were just like, I think I want to do it?
He was like, are you crazy? You're going from hair to restaurant business. It's no comparison. I said, I think so. I think so. I can take everything that I learned from hair as far as the creativity of hair, the presentation of hair, and applying it to everyday life of running a restaurant. The presentation of food, the cuteness of the food, the customer service. I think those are two number ones in order trying to run a successful business.
Now, during this time of what's all going on in the economy, how has that affected your business?
Okay. When it first, for one, I have a great corporate team. Mr. Kyle and Chaz and Deanna, what they do is, of course, everything is behind the scenes. And their job is to make sure that we still maintain complexities of the food in this process. As far as the tariffs were kind of expensive, they kind of hit us, but he didn't let that dampen the stores. What they did is they just went back in and kind of revamped some of the items on the menu, but it didn't affect us that much. Because of course, we give an amazing service. Our food is cooked to order. And I think the customer service, the vibe, the environment, that's why they come back. So a lot of times when you offer that, they're not worried too much of the price.
What are some of the challenges that you kind of face when taking on this endeavor, right? Because the people here, the workers, they're used to, I guess, their management team being in a different state. Because I know Mr. Chaz he doesn't live here in North Carolina, right? So it sounds like they had, some leadership. I'm sure it's always a supervisor or a manager. But how did they feel with someone kind of being here now? Because that had to be a challenge with someone able to, kind of tell them what to do or change things up with new leadership.
I think first and foremost, I was the undercover boss. So they really, that movie, The Undercover Boss, I was kind of the undercover boss. They really didn't know who I was coming in. And I would come in, I would, chat with the employees and kind of get a feel for them and for them to get a feel for me. And one day it was like chaotic in here and closed at 9:00. I said, well, I locked the doors at 9:00. I said, hey team, can you guys come to the front? So they was looking like, who are you? They was like, who are you? So I had them to sit down and say, hey, well, I am the new owner of Skrimp Shack. And today is going to be a new change for all of us. Either you like it or there's a door right there. Because once I fire you, guess what? In 24 hours, this position will be filled. It's good. And also, you have to think about it. The culture that was before, they got so complacent.
Yeah.
People not telling them what to do. And coming in and having a leader.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. I had to present myself. I am the leader, and I do have standards. I do have values, and of course, I value you guys. I value what you say. I value your input. But first and foremost, they had to feel that in order to change their perspective, in order to move Skrimp Shack in the direction we want it to go.
Now, you said that you got the hold of the owner and told him this place was going down. Now, there was somebody before you. How did that play out?
Well, of course, I guess he's seen that my entrepreneurship, of course, running 2 salons and whatnot, because he visited both of those. And he was saying, like, I like how you run your business. So he was very observant in me. So he didn't just take on and say, hey, Mavis. He was, each time he came down, we always had a conversation. And I guess he liked how I carried myself and the business piece of me. That's first and foremost, the business piece.
But I'm talking about the person that was before you. They had to fire somebody else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, he want to be petty. I see where you going. I see where you going, Brandon. Yeah. How was that conversation? Or were you not involved in that conversation? Because I know you know how to have uncomfortable conversations. Being the owner of a salon, right? You're gonna have to be forced to have uncomfortable conversations. So, how did that go?
Um, I was like, sir, this is not working out for Skrimp Shack because I can't have a general manager that works from 10 to 5 every day.
Oh, that's a great shift.
It sure is. I couldn't understand it. I was like, don't you understand your people act crazy when you leave? He was, in so many words, he didn't care. The kids said, anything that you do as far as trying to lead something, you have to have compassion for your store. You have to love what you do. And a lot of times people don't love what they do. They're here for a paycheck.
Yeah.
And just here for a paycheck, you're not going to put all your 100%, 110% in the place that you supposed to nurture and value.
Did you find yourself having to pivot with your conversations? Because when you look at it, when you own a salon, right, a lot of the people that are coming in, I guess they're kind of like, that's their business. That's still their brand, right? So they have some sort of business decorum, right? Here, they're like working. So it's a little bit different because they don't know kind of I guess, being a business owner as a salon. You have to advertise, you have to bring customers in, you have to have great customer service. Here, you're working for your paycheck. So, how were you able to kind of pivot and have those and change how you have those conversations versus that someone working in your salon coming in late doing whatever, but they're still making their money and paying their booth rent? Here, you're paying people.
Having meetings, having heart-to-heart meetings with the team. First meeting that I had, I said, "Hey, this is an open forum. I want to know how you feel about your workspace, and what can we do differently to change your mindset about your workspace. Because first and foremost, I'm gonna lay everything out on the table for you. This is how it's gonna go. I'm not deviating away from what you may feel. It's a lot of money on the line. You want to trade places with me? Then we can have a conversation about it. But again, this is what I laid out. Either you like it or not. You have a voice. You have a say. It's growth opportunity in Skrimp Shack. That's what I had to put out. There's growth opportunities. I can grow you. Tell me what you want, and I can make sure I can deliver it. But you have to put the work in. Also, first and foremost, you have to change your mindset about your space, your working space. You have to change you first before you walk into the space of trying to change someone or tell someone what to do.
Yeah, it's funny that you say meetings. You had to have those conversations, because I just came out of a meeting earlier today, and that's what we talked about, having meetings to get to know and understand, because things can go for so long you don't know, even not having those meetings.
Yeah.
So how do you market? Do you market yourself? You advertise on social media? How do you do it?
Well, our corporate team has a marketing company that does a lot of our marketing and advertisement. But of course, to me, I have a large following. So a lot of things that I did, I always went live and engaged the consumer. And then also we do mic night. So if you see on Saturdays, we have open mic night, and that's a big grabber for us. It really did like kind of open up, like, hey, they see people dancing, they see people eating fish, and we have a good old time. So I think that's one of our biggest marketers, having the mic night on the weekends.
Is that every Saturday?
Yes.
Saturday?
From what time?
From 6 to 9.
6 to 9.
And we open the floor for anyone that has a talent and want to come in and sing.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
You guys got talent. Some of you guys, got talent. But
what about you?
Me, what?
You can sing.
I'm great in the audience.
Okay.
Now, Skrimp Shack is a franchise, right? There's others around. How were you able to, speaking of marketing, what did you see that there was a need to be different and separate yourselves from all of the other different franchises?
Community, involving your community. I'm a community-oriented person. And of course, having that experience with with the salon per se, the customer base and whatnot. So community involvement.
Mhm.
I go to different businesses. I have a marketing kit that I present to the business and say, hey, this is what Skrimp Shack is all about. What can we do for you? Of course, you're right across the street. If you want to order for your team, guess what? Place an order. We'll bring it to you, which a lot of things. So I do a lot of things outside of what, we don't do. If you want to have a delivery, we do offer the third party, but I would make that exception in bringing it to you.
Oh, yeah?
That's very good.
She
We do
delivers.
catering. Yes, we do. We do catering also.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm. Really? Is that something specifically for this particular Skrimp Shack? And
No, it's all of the brands.
Okay.
It's called Easy Catering,
Oh,
but we do offer that, and then we do make suggestions what would capture your business. If we have to deliver it to you, I will bring it to you.
okay. Now, you said the food is A1. Have you ever had any negative feedback?
Of course, you're going to have negative feedback in anything you do.
Right.
I have negative feedback in a hairstyle.
Right.
So what we do is we do have a thing on your receipt that captures that, a survey. So we do listen to the surveys and try to correct those surveys. But again, we're not perfect. But what we do is we do have a negative feedback. We try to capture that quickly.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So you said you own multiple salons, right?
Yes, dear.
Plural, more than one. And I, saw recently that you were downsizing, right? What was the reason for that?
You have to look at you do projections. Last year I looked at my last year projections, comparing to this year, what you think you're gonna do. And my husband, of course, he works numbers. He's a VP of a bank in St. Louis. So sometimes you don't want to listen to your husband and whatnot because you feel like you have all the answers and you can do it without his input. But I had to get his input. Like, hey, what am I doing wrong? Because I'm losing money here. Stylists, us as stylists, we get complacent in certain places and roles and whatnot. So I really had to really think about me for the moment. Look at me for the moment because simple fact, I'm still fronting everything and it's not beneficial to me. So I had to learn, look at the business and say, hey, it's not an embarrassment.
Yeah.
You're shrinking a business to rebuild. So I took that analogy from my husband. When they take over business, when they take over banks, they shrink it. They go in, they do the financials, say, hey, we shrink you now. This is how we're going to rebuild you. So I looked at, I had 2 salons. I looked at the salon that was less profitable. Say, hey, let me close that down because simple fact, I have another one. But a lot of times we are afraid to do that because what other people may say.
Right.
Yeah.
But I had to think of me first. So, when God put that vision, he was like, hey, you have another salon. Why don't you go do that? So it was really hard closing down that salon. It was because I birthed it.
I was going to say, was that the first one you opened or?
That was the first one I opened since COVID.
Ah, okay.
So I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that. And it was really hard to see it go, but.
Did you have people you rented out to booths?
I did, yes.
And so you had to let them go or they moved it to the new
one? Well, once we remodeled the second location, I had some feedback, but I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. But then I wish them the best.
Some people don't like change.
I think
It's very hard for them to accept that.
Yeah. It was hard for me. It took me a long time to realize that, like, hey, if you don't make any adjustments now, guess what? You're going to go into 2026 being broke again.
Yeah. I would say you made the best choice just based on foot traffic.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, and, proximity to your other business, and you're able to, because, me being a customer, I experienced her leaving. I'll be right back. I got to go down the street and check something really quick. And that's just hard, right?
Yeah,
especially when you have new clients that don't understand. They're like, wait, where'd she go?
But guess
me,
what?
I'm like, she bringing me some food. So take your time.
There you go. I brought you back a catfish sandwich. Yes, I did.
But, So I think this is easier to, handle. Plus, bringing in new customers.
Yes.
Both.
So how many doors down is your salon from here?
It is one door.
One door.
Yeah. That's
one
where I
door
said
down.
the foot traffic.
One door.
One door.
You can get food and your hair done.
There you go. And that's how I'm marketing it. Girl, here's the menu right here. You want a catfish, you want a flounder. We have cod.
You want a pixie cut?
There you go.
What's going on? I hope that you are enjoying this episode, but I wanted to take the time out to ask you to please subscribe to the podcast. I've noticed that a lot of people are watching but are not subscribed. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss an episode when it's aired or about to air. And also make sure you go to impelforwardmerch.com. That's impelforwardmerch.com. Grab you something. Now back to the episode.
You have menus in the salon.
I sure do.
I knew that. I just wanted
Do
to
you
ask
have
that.
your hair prices in here?
I incorporate the price of the food. I kind of go up a couple of dollars to compensate. Hey, you want lunchtime? Whatever, I'm going to get you lunch. And it's all in one price. They don't even see it. But guess what? You're getting your hair done and you're getting food.
I don't know if you want to tell those secrets.
Listen, it's too late now. They don't know. They appreciate it. They're like, okay, cool.
But people will pay for what they really want.
Yeah.
So,
I think so.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm Mavis.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am lovable. Why wouldn't they not
Yeah.
pay
You've been
for it?
around for long. I remember I heard about you even before we did the first interview. T. I heard about you probably 20 years ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah. In the hair industry. Yeah.
It's I mean, I'm just Mavis. When I hear that, it's like, really, me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm just little on me.
I mean,
So
that's great to hear.
So did you have to go up here with the inflation? Like, was your prices? As far as your prices, did you have to go up with the inflation?
What for hairstyling?
Oh, your food. No, your food.
I let them handle that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They're more better at it than I am.
Okay.
I just concentrate on the numbers. They do the other stuff.
Right.
Mhm.
But like I said, it didn't affect us as much. One or two menus that we went up, I think 50 cents or something, whatever. So it didn't affect us too much.
Yeah. So, what would you say to someone who is maybe a business owner, a new business, right? And they are provided a marketing team, but they're afraid to kind of utilize them. What would you say to that person?
Why are you afraid to utilize it?
Sometimes people they don't like change, right?
I would say do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, it took me a long time to really say, hey, if you change this, go from this to this, you'll have a different outcome. So I had to continue. I had to constantly see my numbers not growing. Why wasn't I growing? Because simple fact, I stayed true to what I used to do.
Mhm.
And she said that it's really hard to change. We don't like being uncomfortable.
Right.
And I had to get uncomfortable in order to see the value.
You said we don't like being uncomfortable.
Now we like being comfortable.
Right.
We don't
Okay.
like
There you
being
go.
uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it forces us to do things that we don't want to do.
Mhm.
So when we don't want to do it and we have to do it, then you will start seeing the residual from it.
So it sounds like you still have a lot of energy in this business of food.
I do. I do. I love it.
Okay, you love it. Making sure.
I'm kind of
Checking
like
the
this
temperature.
Skrimp Shack. I love the team. I value the team, and through the ups and downs, the team have not deviated from who they are or who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So how often do you have to, like, you have your workers here now? Is the turnaround, what would you say the turnaround? You're pretty good at keeping most of your workers that satisfied and not wanting to leave?
Yeah, you have some, but majority of the team that I had before, I had this for approximately 3 years, and
Okay.
they've been rocking with me for about 3 years.
That's good. That's a good team.
Mm-hmm.
It's an amazing team. They are amazing.
Yeah.
The one thing I love about it is they listen,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't do a lot of explaining. This is if I tell you how it's going to go, it has to go that way.
Yeah. How do you handle that when, you have that kind of employee that's been here for years and this is how I do it. This is what this is what works.
How do I do it? constantly communication with them. I constantly build them. I constantly see what things they can change about themselves. And when you constantly recognize that and tell them that, and tell them from a place of value and intention, they will change. Constantly building them, saying, "Hey, you can do this," compared to you working day in and day out and you're not getting anything from it. No one told you today that Adrian, you did an amazing job. No one told you today, Jada, thank you. You really multitask on that task today. Thank you for coming out and asking, checking on the guests. Thank you for that.
Going extra, doing the extra thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, how often are you in here every day like you are salon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am. You know,
Till you go 3 days. Till you go 3 days.
I can. Only way I do that if I have to travel with my husband, but I can't stay away from it.
Right.
It's like, Mavis, what else do you do? What is your hobby? I was talking to my daughter. She's like, Mom, what are your hobbies? I said, hair and Skrimp Shack. She's like, that's not a hobby, that's a job. So it's really hard for me to do anything else outside of work and trying to be better than I was yesterday. I'm constantly reading leadership books or taking a class or something, trying to be better than I was yesterday. But again, it still does not leave room. Like, really, who is Mavis?
Yeah.
Besides hair and Skrimp Shack, the contour pixie chick, who is she? I don't know yet. I'm still asking myself that.
Now, is it about trusting your team to run it without you, or you just have to be in here?
That was going to be my next question.
Or could you trust your team?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Of course. I can. I can.
It's just hard.
No, we have cameras too, so they know I'm looking at them. So we can do either one or two things. I don't have to show it, but you know I'm looking at it.
Right.
Can you talk to them?
I sure can.
Oh.
I'll be like, I'll call them, or like, Adrian. They be looking around like, I was like, I see you. It was like, go to work, do something else besides look at us.
Right.
But in order to build them, I had to let them fall.
Yeah. I was going to say, how long have you stayed away from the Skrimp Shack? Have you taken a vacation for at least a week or two?
No. That's really hard. I went to New York and my daughter was mad at me because I was constantly calling Skrimp Shack.
Yeah.
Probably was on the phone looking at the camera the whole time.
The whole time. I don't know. I strive for perfection, and I think that's where I go wrong in that, building perfection in them. And if they don't do it, I'm in their behinds about that, but I can't help it.
So how often do you have your meetings, and weekly?
We have we do have a team meeting once a month, but I meet with the teams every day. I see them
But you're
every day.
here, so they can kind of, meet with you. Do you have one-on-ones? That's how you hear. That's how you really hear all the tea, the one-on-ones.
Of course. I have ones in here. They're gonna tell me. They're gonna text me. They're gonna send something anonymous like, Mavis, you need to check this out.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. But again, also when you're trying to build a multi-million-dollar business, I can't let off the gas yet. I think that's for me. I'm still building. We have grown the numbers tremendously, and I want to kick it up a notch.
How long has it been here?
I think it's been here about nearly 10 years, but I had it in the last 3 years.
I would say I've eaten here probably like once prior to Mavis. And then like when it first opened, and I was like, oh.
So you can tell the difference.
Oh, I told her that. when she told me, I was all, what? But when I tried, I was like, okay, cool. And then, I've been here multiple times. I brought the girls here. So yeah, we've done a lot of things. I do want to ask, will there be another like Skrimp Shack, Raleigh?
We're coming.
Skrimp Shack, you know, at a stadium somewhere here.
You're trying to get me out. You're trying to get me out of retiring from hair. It's strictly Skrimp Shack.
I mean,
Would you do that?
What?
I mean, pivot. What's wrong with pivoting? You sat here this whole time and talked about growth and opportunity and all of these things and being uncomfortable, right? That's the only way that you're going to be able to grow, and not being comfortable and complacent.
I mean, either of those things.
Mhm.
I'm still working hair full time and doing Skrimp Shack.
I know. I'm just saying, like, you know, you thought about taking the show on the road.
What hair?
Skrimp Shack.
Wherever God leads me. But we are looking at next year.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a Skrimp truck.
We do have one of those in Virginia. We do have a Skrimp Shack truck.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Virginia at the shipyard.
Is it like audible? Like they use it? They work?
They make too many dollars there to move it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So someone is working it. If
Yes,
you,
uh-huh.
So you would you find one here at you know, Durham?
Not sure.
Not sure.
We spoke about that, but like I said, it's scheduled all the way out.
Mhm.
So I'll probably have to.
I got to talk
probably
to
next
hubby
year.
about your business plan. You know, we talk bank.
Okay. Well, definitely a bigger Skrimp Shack in Raleigh. We're looking at Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what advice, being that you love it, would you advise anybody else if they wanted to open a franchise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have several people that ask me about franchise.
Mhm.
First and foremost, you got to love it.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't put your money on the table and walk away from it and expect someone to run it as if you was running it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be here. You have to nurture. You have to grow it.
I would say like be a mentor. Like franchise it, but you would go in and kind of
would.
add your, you know, how you did here,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
with how they present themselves. I'm laughing because when she was doing my hair, she was like, I don't like the shirt. And I was like, she washing my hair and looking at, I don't like their shirt. I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay, girl.
Yeah.
Keep washing my hair.
So what are the actual steps? Is it paperwork as far as them looking at you to be a franchisee? Like looking at your paperwork? Do they look at bank statements? Do they look at anything else? Your
credit score.
credit score and all that?
Yeah, your credit score.
Okay.
How much money you have in the bank.
Mhm.
And you can talk with your girl right here in banking or my husband how to get funded.
Right.
We can get you funded.
Oh no, I ain't talking about me. I ain't ready for this. This is for the audience.
We can get you funded.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can get you funded.
Oh, and you know, she was talking about there's different loans and everything that, you know,
We have a lot of programs set up.
programs.
If you want to franchise Skrimp Shack. He's pretty intentional about that.
So how many? I didn't know about Skrimp Shack till you came here. So
Mm-hmm.
how many locations are there in North Carolina? Is it?
It's 20 locations.
20.
We have one in Charlotte. I think the rest of them are Virginia that way.
Okay.
North.
Mhm.
Oh, all right.
How many and maybe I don't know, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. How many minority owners do you
I think at the last meeting, I'd say about 10.
Okay.
10 out of what?
10 out of 10. It's 20 locations.
So 20 locations, 10 owners,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
minority owners.
Yes.
Okay.
So 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good number.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Mm-hmm. Do you find it challenging being a Black woman owner of the Skrimp Shack?
I had one complaint. Yes.
You care to share?
Had one complaint. He wrote a complaint. He was saying Black franchise women, they're just being.
Mm.
I'm like, who is this individual?
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle called me. And he was saying like, Mavis, you can't win them all.
Right.
Basically, you can't win them all
Yeah.
because I've learned like when I walk in here, I'm constantly with a smile on my face. Welcome to Skrimp Shack. They
Mhm.
don't care about how you feel or what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, can't win them all.
Now, Kyle, tell the audience about Kyle because he's very integral into this whole you being under.
Chaz is the owner.
Chaz is the owner.
Mhm.
Kyle is the
CFO.
CFO, but he played like a major part. Where did he come from to kind of bring that business and leadership and I guess help you kind of bridge the gap from salon owner to Skrimp Shack owner? How did he play that part?
The whole there's Kyle, Kevin, Deanna, and Chaz. Chaz is the owner of Skrimp Shack, and then you have Kyle. You have
Chaz
Deanna.
is a black man.
Yes.
Audience. Please know that.
Kyle is amazing. And he understands numbers. He understands statistics. He can tell you if you order a case, how much you're gonna make off that case. He understands all the way down to the penny. He understands the food costs. He understands dealing with the different companies where we order our food from. He's going to give you the best. You're going to get the best product, the best price. I learned a lot from him. He knows everything. He's very smart and intentional when it comes to those numbers. He's very passionate about Skrimp Shack. He's very passionate about winning. So he was like, Mavis, you need anything, call me. And I called him to death.
Yeah.
Because I want to pick his brain.
Right.
A lot of times when we come into this business, we are too selfish to let them know our weaknesses. We can build so much on our strengths, but I'm weak in that area. Cal, can you show me? It took me a lot to say, like, hey, I don't know this. I need help.
Right.
And he wasn't always a part of Skrimp Shack. He came from somewhere else, right?
Yes.
And kind of brought that over. Okay.
So what was the moment when you knew that you could handle it? Like, I can do it.
After 100 days. Within 100 days, we can start seeing the shift.
Okay.
You know, kind of, it was like a 360. You know, as far as the cultural, as far as the presentation of food, as far as our customer base change, as far as the attire.
I would say the inside, you know, looks
cleaner.
I wasn't going to say that, but yeah.
Cleaner. State Board has been in here 3 times, and each time they're like, this is the cleanest store they have been in. So I take pride in all of that. So again, just, of course, you know, you being in hair, and, you know, we have to be very conscious with State Board walk in. So.
So what would you leave? You left a lot, you gave a lot for an upcoming entrepreneur in the restaurant business.
Restaurant, hair,
anything.
Just be intentional about what you do. And a lot of times what we see stuff on social media is overnight success. It's never an overnight success unless you hit the lottery ticket or something. And just be strategic in your planning, because nothing you do is overnight. It's a long-term journey. And I think hair for me and Skrimp Shack is my long-term journey. Then also being behind a chair nearly 20 years or so, what is your exit strategy? Because a lot of times as entrepreneurs, hairstylists in our industry, we don't have an exit strategy. I had a young lady, she was 75 years old and still doing hair. She was passionate about what she does, and she had to leave it, but I don't want to be that.
Yeah, me either.
I don't want to be that.
No, I don't. I do want to ask, because, you know, you hear a lot of talk about generational wealth, right? Or handing your businesses down to your children or, you know, other family members. Are your children excited about, you know, the Skrimp Shack? Are they involved, or do they have their own things going on? I know your daughter, so I'm gonna let you speak on that.
Well, of course, you know, my beautiful Madison, she's amazing. Graduated from A&T. Of course, she moved to New York. She works for Bloomberg. She's always been an entrepreneur herself. She had an eyelash line, lip gloss line. Now she ventured into hair, so she just launched her line, and she's doing success with that. My son works here, and I'm trying to gear him into owning businesses. What is the business all about. And he's done pretty good for himself as far as the front piece, as far as the customer service piece, the work ethic piece. He's here. He rises up early with me on Saturdays. He's here all day. But
But he's also into coding and AI and all of those things. So
he is 15 years old.
Oh, that's good.
I want him to be a basketball player first. He does not do anything. He does not do any sports contact. I'm just going to have to allow him to be who he is.
Yeah.
Has he expressed interest in taking over the business?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. But I told him that you have to go to school to understand how to run franchises. Mm-hmm. This will be yours, but you need to open up more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that piece.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You work it now, and then allow it to work for you.
Well, he's learning. 15 years old. Mm-hmm. He got 3 more years. Mm-hmm. He'll get it.
Yeah,
he'll get it.
But just instilling, like you said, that legacy piece. And I wrestle with that all the time. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to tell you my age, but I'm working against that clock.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Making sure that I have things aligned for them.
And that's one thing you can also explain to him. Time is on his side.
Time is on my side. Time is not on my side.
Huh?
Time isn't on my side.
Yeah, no, on his side. Yeah.
On his side.
Yeah, on his side. So he he's young. He got a lot. Mm-hmm. He got a lot of years ahead of him.
I teach
we
him
kind of behind.
About the investing. Yeah. The 6-month rule, saving last 6 months or what have you. Mm-hmm. So I'm instilling that into him. Mm-hmm. And building the foundation, because it is going to be yours.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is your beginning, but this isn't your end. Where you going to take the next Skrimp Shack to? Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't have no more questions.
You down?
Yeah. Did we miss anything? Anything else you want to share?
What's coming up? Any other events coming to Skrimp Shack?
We still have the mic night. We're trying to launch about opening up on Sundays. How are you guys think about opening up on Sundays?
So you close on Sundays?
You close on Sundays.
You don't want a day break?
For what? Is Walmart day break?
Well, if you feel it.
I mean,
if you feel it, and go with it.
You did a test run with Sundays, right?
We did.
How did that work out?
It didn't work well. We did a test run for like 90 days and whatnot, and 60. I think our average guest was like 60 or 65 compared to walking in Monday 150. Mm-hmm.
Maybe because they're not used to it on a Sunday.
Yeah. Was it the same hours?
12 to 6. I think our marketing wasn't really there. We was trying to market to the churches, because you go to church and you get out of church like, hey, what do I want to eat? So I think that we was marketing more so getting the church feedback.
Okay. Well, maybe you can really. Did you let the churches know, go around?
We did.
Okay. Okay.
They said that we had flyers and everything printed out. Have your parishioners come, and we give a percentage back to your church. Okay. One thing I like about the church that I attend, Pastor Gobley, we had a meeting with them. He kind of hurt my feelings.
How?
But I had to think about it because he's a businessman, and he was like, well, first and foremost, I wouldn't want to take from the business. As far as giving the proceeds back to the church. Mm-hmm. And he was saying it's not enough. It's not.
Wait a minute. 10%. You got to break it down for me. I'm a little slow.
Say, for instance, we get 150 people. Mm-hmm. And all I'm saying, they come from the River Church. Then we give a percentage back to the church. But 150 people, if you made like $1,000, that's 10%. That's nothing.
But it's more than what they had yesterday.
Well, they have more than me. They have a whole lot more than me. And he was saying that I would support you, but I wouldn't want to take from you.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's $100 less that you would be able to put back into your business.
There
okay.
You go.
Okay. I think I was looking at it from the same point, the opposite.
Yeah,
you don't want my $100?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Like, okay, you can do some of that $100. Mm-hmm. But once he explained it to me, he was like, I'm in the business of building and I want to see your success. I wouldn't want to take anything from you.
Okay.
So that $100 you can reinvest it back into your business. I want to see you win.
Mhm.
So what he broke it down to me, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, my little $100. Okay.
I can see that. Or maybe like a shelter or a women's shelter or, a reentry program. And, maybe, kind of contribute that to that program. That way your name is a part of that program, which in return brings you more business.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you, but I think I'll do it off air. I want to put you on the spot.
Why not? We've been putting on the spot for the last past hour.
Okay, so would you sponsor a podcast?
I sure will.
Okay.
We would love that. Mr. Chance would love that.
Yeah.
I think we tried to get him before.
That man is a busy. That's a busy man. I contacted him multiple times, and
Yeah.
the invitation is still open, Mr. Chaz.
Yeah.
The invitation is open. We are the MPL4 podcast is looking for sponsors. Yes, I'm glad you said yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Because you're supporting me and I'm supporting you guys.
Anything else?
Anything else?
No.
Anything
I
for
don't have
the
any more
salon? Any upcoming events from the salon standpoint? I don't know, any sales you may be running or someone in your salon may be running?
Well, of course, we have 5 businesses inside of the salon. We
Yeah,
have
what?
5 businesses inside of Into Hair Gallery. For one, it's Into Hair Gallery. 2, we have Indivo Hair Gallery. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3. We have Pure Bella. She's a natural hair stylist, and she does have an amazing line.
Mhm.
So people, natural hair, she's amazing. Pure Bella by Shan. Am I saying that right? Yeah, Pure Bella by
Mhm.
Shan. Who do we have? Styles by Rebecca. We do lashes and we do nails and pedicure.
Mm.
We do all of that in one-stop shop.
So I guess that's our next podcast.
Yeah, I like it. All women.
All women.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Here for it. I'm a girl's girl, so I'm
I would
always
love-
down.
I would love to do that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. 5 and 1. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
It's 5 businesses under one umbrella.
Right. Okay.
So that was a good move. That was a good move.
Yeah,
I
we
think
would
so.
love to talk to the ladies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I would love to interview them.
Now we have one in the audience.
I know.
Mhm. So you see me
she's
wearing natural.
Yeah,
But you know how to get those curls popping.
we'll set up time.
All right. Well, that's it. That's it for this episode. It's a wrap. It's been good. I'm glad you're doing great in this business and in your salon.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Can't wait to see. I haven't eaten here yet, so I got to eat.
Oh,
So,
once it's over,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
we
yeah.
got you.
Okay.
Try the big cat. You like catfish?
Yeah.
It's 10.5 ounces.
Oh wow.
It's really huge. Yeah.
He excited. Look.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
All right. Look. Make sure y'all give them the address.
We are located at 3600 North Duke Street, beside Into Hair Gallery, on the backside of Roses.
Backside of Roses,
Mhm.
Yes.
Durham, North Carolina. Come to Skrimp Shack.
Yes.
See Mavis Peaks.
There.
There you have it. Look, impel means to take action. Now I want y'all to take action like Mavis did in her dreams and her goals. Take action. Seize the opportunity to grasp
Your
dreams.
dreams.
Peace.
Peace.